One thing that's always struck me about you, Teymour, is you have this super relaxed energy. Law, business, medicine, it doesn't matter. We see people from all of these industries uber stressed out. And especially coming here, we have people from all those industries. Maybe you hide it well, I don't know. But I think over the last 10 years, I've seen you visibly stressed maybe once or twice. You have a lot of responsibility in your job, in your family. My question is, how are you so relaxed?
You see me relaxed before the session or after the session? Because definitely I come here as a stress release as well. Right. Not gonna lie. So this has been my constant. It's really helped me with life. You know, you always say about getting better at life, but it's true, you know, being consistent coming here. So it's helped me a lot with stress. Do I carry a lot of stress? I've learned to deal with stress. We all carry stress. Sure. It's how you deal with it. It's how you mitigate the stress. And stress is part of life. Whatever you do, there's always going to be stress. It's how you deal with it as well. Now, in my job, because I'm dealing with people who are sometimes even more stressed than me and come to me with their stress, I can't show that I'm stressed as well, because they're coming to me for advice. They want me to solve their problems. So professionally, maybe I've trained myself to just be serene, to be zen.
That's nice. Do you think, I mean, I see that as a real sort of strength in your personality, I guess, that, you know, I'm coming to you for legal advice. I'm obviously, you know, no matter what type of law people are doing, it's like when someone goes to a doctor, right? They're coming, they've got a problem, they're stressed. Otherwise, I mean, there's some structural law, obviously, that people are going into things, but that's stressful as well. So it's not all litigation. Is it your responsibility to be relaxed? And are you masking something? Like, for sure, some stuff's come to you and you've gone, fucking hell, how am I going to deal with this, right or wrong?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, we're all human beings. And you know what? That brings me to this anecdote. I had an amazing law professor. He used to teach us torts, which is civil wrongdoings. And God bless his soul, he's since passed away, Professor Turkington at Villanova Law School, which I attended. And he said, people are always going to come to you for advice. Some of it is going to be difficult, but you are here in this classroom. You are privileged to be sitting in this classroom and learning about this law. And one day you're going to be practicing law and people are going to be looking up to you as a lawyer. And it's your duty, your responsibility to always be confident.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it still resonates with me until now, maybe 30 odd years later. We all are. We're in unique positions where we can help other humans. And you've said it quite a few times. We're humans working with other humans and helping other humans. Not everyone in their chosen profession would see it like that or like you've just explained. I think I know what you're going to say here, but where does you care about people? A lot.
Is that family? Where is that from? And where is it on an ongoing basis is what I'm trying to tap into.
I think it is family. I mean, I grew up in a household where I was privileged to be surrounded by love. I think we mentioned this earlier as well, but caring love as well. I mean, my parents were strict, as they should be, but it was always done with love and affection as well. And because I was given so much love, I think I have, not to sound too cheesy, but love to give as well, caring to give as well.
Sure. I see it a lot with not only with your children, but with your nephews, for example. Yeah. You sometimes, and I think people have mentioned it here, like people have thought, or it looks like Yasmin's son, Mirwais, is actually your son.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, no, he's the uncle. And then everyone's like, huh? But it's like you...
There's a very special bond between Mirwais and I, and probably Turab is going to get a bit jealous about what I'm saying. I have a lot of love for Turab, as we all do.
Yeah, for sure.
But I really don't see any difference between my boys, Saad and Amir, or any of my nephews and niece as well. I love them as much as my children.
It's obvious, mate. Honestly, it's and I guess, how much of that do you think, like, where's the line? Because to go back to it, you're in the corporate world. Mm-hmm. It's cutthroat.
It is.
It's tough. And a lot of the time, you know, the whole peace and love and guys, we just need to be nice to each other. Sometimes it works, but it's not kind of the corporate lingo for the most part. So how do you navigate that? Like, where can we see the tough Teymour, the brutal corporate legal guy?
Yeah, I guess when you're sure of yourself, first of all, you can give that love, that TLC, but at the same time, when people know who you are, what type of person you are, the reputation that you have, then you can afford to sometimes be that tough guy.
Yeah, right.
But as long as it's done with respect, you know, you never want to come out being a jerk.
Yeah.
And nor should you. Yeah. I mean, being tough does not necessarily need to translate in being a jerk. I mean, Marcus, there's been times, for example, in the sessions where you would train me and you had to get me from A to B, and you knew I was capable of it, but I just needed that push. So were you strict at times? Absolutely. Did it get me there? Yes. Did I take it the wrong way from you? No, because I knew you cared about me as you care about everyone here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one, that, because I think sometimes I say stuff to people and they do take it the wrong way and the whole thing backfires.
I mean, I remember it was probably the third session, and you know, when I joined Inner Fight, when I tell you I had no clue what I was getting myself into, I had no idea.
It's a life sentence, mate.
Not only that, but you know how was the fitness industry here? I thought when they were saying, oh, come to this session, there's Marcus Smith, he's going to train you, he makes people great. I thought this could be another one of those global gym sessions, and you know, we're all going to be standing in line and doing like bicep curls.
That would have been good as well though, right?
Yeah. That's why I actually showed up.
Yeah, for sure, you were missold.
I didn't think I was going to be doing wall walks. I had never done a wall walk in my life. Yeah, right. And I think it was the second or third session. Remember those 5:30 a.m. sessions? Yeah, that's what the only time you used to teach us.
Yeah.
The room was still a bit darker.
Yeah.
And you asked me to do wall walks. I had never done one before. And I think we had to do like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And I will never forget
at those
that
narrow
moment.
pillars. The pillar was less narrow
Absolutely.
than the one behind you.
And everyone around me seemed to know what they were doing. But you got me, you know what? You got me to do wall walks. And today, I was just thinking, because I remember I was seeing you 10 years ago playing also with one of those Atlas stones.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, he looks awesome doing that. I wish one day I could do it. And this morning, that's what we were doing. So
yeah, I was talking to Adela before.